A moment of truth, confronting the cracks in a marriage. Welcome to Life Tells Stories, where we uncover the profound moments that change lives forever. Today, we delve into an emotional journey sparked by a single moment of curiosity. A baby monitor accidentally left on, and a wife overhearing a heart-wrenching conversation. Imagine this: a serene evening, the hum of daily life, and then a revelation that shakes the very foundation of a marriage. What would you do if you discovered something that could change your life forever? If you're ready to explore this emotional roller coaster and uncover what it means to truly face the truths in our closest relationships, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up to support our channel. Your likes and subscriptions mean the world to us and allow us to bring you more stories that inspire and provoke thought. Amelia's evening started like any other. She stood in the kitchen, carefully selecting spices for a new recipe, savoring the quiet moments after putting her children to bed. The house was calm, and the soft hum of normalcy surrounded her. But then, a faint noise broke her concentration. It came from the baby monitor she had left on the counter. At first, it seemed insignificant, just the usual ambient sounds from the children's room. The screen displayed an empty crib, as expected. But then she heard voices. Her curiosity piqued, and she leaned closer. What she heard next changed everything. It was Ethan's voice, her husband, but there was something different about it. He was talking to his mother. Why did he sound so anxious? What was he saying? Amelia's heart started to race, sensing that this was no ordinary conversation. Ethan's words came through the monitor, his tone laced with frustration and vulnerability she had never heard before. "Mom, you promised you wouldn't interfere in our affairs anymore," he said firmly. Amelia froze, confused by the unusual sharpness in his voice. As Ethan continued, the depth of his anguish became clear. "You don't understand. She's getting more and more controlling. I feel like I can't breathe. Every day, I feel her drifting further away. I'm afraid she doesn't love me anymore." Amelia's world began to unravel. Was this how Ethan truly felt about her? These were words she had never expected to hear. His candidness with his mother contrasted sharply with the guarded way he had spoken to her in recent months. Amelia's emotions surged as she listened. Every word Ethan uttered felt like a dagger to her heart. For years, she had sensed that something was off, but had dismissed it as the inevitable ebb and flow of married life. Now, she realized that the issues were far deeper than she had imagined. Her thoughts spiraled. Had she been blind to his struggles? Had she unintentionally pushed him away? The pain of his words mingled with guilt and a growing fear that their marriage might be beyond repair. Tears welled in her eyes as she clung to the counter, trying to steady herself. As Amelia listened, a moral conflict tore at her. She knew it was wrong to eavesdrop on a private conversation. Yet, the gravity of what she was hearing compelled her to continue. How could she turn away when her family's future might depend on what she learned? She wrestled with her conscience. Ethan hadn't intended for her to hear this, and she felt a pang of guilt for invading his privacy. But in her heart, she believed she had no choice. This wasn't just about curiosity. It was about understanding the cracks in their relationship before it was too late. The conversation took a new turn. Ethan's voice softened, and guilt seeped into his words. "You're right, Mom," he admitted. "I just can't tell her the truth. I don't want to hurt her, but I don't know what to do anymore." Amelia's chest tightened. What was this truth he was so afraid to share? Her mind raced with possibilities. Had he fallen out of love with her? Was there another secret he was hiding? The ambiguity of his statement left her with more questions than answers. In that moment, she felt an overwhelming mix of anger and sorrow. Anger that Ethan hadn't confided in her, and sorrow for the inner turmoil he was clearly enduring. It was a moment of reckoning for both their lives. Unable to hold back, Amelia turned off the monitor and marched into the living room. where Ethan was sitting on the couch. Her hands trembled as she began. "Ethan, I just overheard you talking to your mother." Ethan's reaction was immediate. His body stiffened, and his eyes darted toward her. "What do you mean?" he asked, trying to mask his unease. But Amelia didn't let him deflect. "About us. About how you feel you can't live like this anymore." Ethan's defenses crumbled. He sighed heavily, running a hand through his hair. "I didn't know how to tell you," he admitted. "It's not just about you. It's about both of us. We've changed, and I don't know how to fix it." Ethan's admission opened the floodgates of truth. "I feel like we've become strangers," he said. "I've been trying so hard to be the perfect husband and father, but somewhere along the way, we lost each other." Amelia's heart ached as she listened. She realized that she, too, had changed. The responsibilities of motherhood and the daily grind had consumed her, leaving little room for the connection they once shared. She hadn't noticed how far they had drifted until now. Amelia took a deep breath. "We need to talk," she said firmly. "If we're going to save our family, we both need to want it." Ethan looked at her, his expression a mixture of guilt and relief. He nodded slowly. This was their moment of truth. They had reached a crossroads, and the choice was clear: confront their issues or let their marriage fall apart. Let's pause here. Have you ever faced a moment like this in your relationships? How did you handle it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights could help others in similar situations. The conversation that followed was raw and painful, but also cathartic. For the first time in years, Amelia and Ethan shared their fears, frustrations, and hopes without holding back. Amelia suggested they seek counseling, a safe space where they could rebuild trust and understanding. To her relief, Ethan agreed. He admitted that they couldn't navigate this alone and needed guidance to find their way back to each other. This marked the beginning of their healing journey. Though the path ahead was uncertain, they both felt a renewed sense of hope and commitment. Amelia and Ethan embraced the opportunity to rebuild their marriage. They knew it wouldn't be easy. There would be setbacks and challenges, but they were willing to fight for their family. Through open communication and professional support, they began to rediscover the love and connection that had brought them together in the first place. They realized that their struggles didn't define them. Their willingness to work through them did. As they took this first step, they felt a spark of hope. It was a chance for a fresh start, one built on honesty, vulnerability, and mutual respect. They knew there was still much work to do, but they were ready to face it together. This story is a powerful reminder of the importance of communication and the courage it takes to confront the truth in our relationships. Silence and avoidance only deepen the divide, but honesty and openness can pave the way for healing. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Life Tells Stories for more impactful narratives. Hit the like button to support our channel and share this video with someone who might need it today. Thank you for being part of our community. Together, we can learn from each other's stories and grow stronger. Until next time, take care and remember, never stay silent when something feels wrong. Speak up and create the life you deserve.